All right, guys, you know what time it is. We're going to go ahead and just jump straight back into this one. So welcome back to the world of Tecmo Grey Cup. And let's see what we can get done this time around. Boy, it's been a long season, hasn't it? We still have a long way to go, actually. So if we go take a look here at the schedule, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 games remaining in this season. 5, I'm sorry, we play 2 games in week 15. We have 5 games remaining in this wonderful season, so let's go ahead and get it going. Good old Tecmo Grey Cup has been a little bit harder than we expected. For my next project, we're going to do a different sort of Tecmo Super Bowl hack or modification or whatever, and it's going to be a little bit easier on us so that I can have the privilege of actually winning a game for a change. And if I don't win anything with that one, it's going to be even funnier. So lots of things coming up here on the channel to look forward to. In addition to playing games like this, I'm probably going to do a couple of like one-off. By the way, we don't have our running back back with us, do we? In addition to games like this, I'm probably going to start doing a couple of one-off plays of no, stop. Of different video games and stuff like that for fun, so we can get a couple of other things played and, you know, a couple of other projects sort of off and stuff. I might actually also eventually start playing with more like sim type football games. Shoot, he's gonna be covered, isn't he? Yeah. So look forward to that. We're probably gonna do a little bit of both happening here. All right, that took care of that. There's a whole bunch of sort of different types of things that I think we're going to have here in the very, very near future. And we're also going to have more sort of historic videos. Somebody was telling me they've had more luck blocking kicks from up here, so we'll try it, but see, it doesn't work. Depends on the version of this game that you play. I always have more success if I have a guy in the middle. Anyway, the next video coming up here, which will be next Tuesday, is going to be about the 1945 Indiana football team, which was the first time they had an undefeated team. I was just reading about that the other day, and I thought it might be interesting to do an actual video on it. Oh, this is great, isn't it? Stand-back's injured. Now what do we do? Somebody tell me what to do. Who should I put in? Both of these guys are awful, but we're going to do Adebobi. Let's see what he's like. This is not going to end well. Yeah, this guy does not run. All right. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to do a little bit more of the historic videos, stuff like that. Indiana 1945 video will come soon. I hope I said 1945 a second ago. I keep getting it confused in my mind with 1950 for some reason. But it was 1945 when the Indiana team last won the, whatever it was at the time. Was it the Big East or something like that? I can't remember the actual name of it. Some of you guys are going to have to help me figure this out. Of course, I'll get it figured out before the video. But they were undefeated that season. The only supposed blemish was there was a single draw. And yet, interestingly enough, not only did they not win the national championship, hey, we're in the lead. How about that? Not only did Indiana not win the national championship that year, but Indiana didn't even go to a bowl game. And so that's the reason why it's interesting. And then the question is, so why not? What were the bowl rules at the time? I think, geez, of course we missed that. Not only did they not go to a bowl game, this is back in the days when there were restrictions on going to bowl games and teams couldn't go like frequently, but I don't think Indiana had ever been to a bowl game before. So it's going to be pretty interesting to look at and try to figure out what happened. One of the things about the 1945 season is that there were 4 undefeated teams in the country, and Army wound up, jeez, you can't play defense, man? Jeez. Anyway, Army wound up national champions after having a undefeated season. In part because they not only beat Notre Dame, they kind of slaughtered Notre Dame. When we talk about football and reputation, if we're talking about like the mid-1940s or really, I mean, you can even go up to like the 60s and even the 70s and see the same thing. You're talking about these sort of like early seasons. Generally, like football reputation has it so that like if you beat a team that has a good reputation, even if they had a bad year, it's always going to be treated like, you know, you're an absolutely amazing team. One of the things that you'll notice if you follow like the real old years of college football is after Notre Dame really established itself, probably in the early 1920s, any team that could successfully beat Notre Dame any year was like instantly in the national championship picture. Unless it was like demonstrated that Notre Dame was having a really bad year. So interesting how it works. We spend a lot of time worrying about like, you know, the scientific validity and stuff with the rankings. But when you really look at the past, people just didn't care. There was, of course, you know, no playoff, no way to determine, you know, I mean, there were 4 undefeated teams in 1945. There was no way to determine which one was the best, right? They just sort of did whatever. This guy does have at least some acceleration. Anyway, so there's a lot of interesting things to look at. I also have been able to find a couple of video clips from that undefeated season. I think that there's the game against Michigan. I think we have like the full game, so I'll see if I can spend some time like watching through that, looking for some highlights and stuff like that. That's the lurch, right? Somebody was really upset with me for lurching. All right, so now you can get upset again. I don't want to lurch this time because they might not pass, and they didn't. That was good. We forced him into a punt, so it could have been worse. Anyway, so yeah, that's what to look forward to next week. We're going to do the video on that. And the day after, we'll do the baseball video. That'll be about the Hall of Fame. I have all this stuff on my mind because I'm like working on it right now. So anyway, that's kind of what the project is right now, in addition to playing these games and having some fun. 114 yards for us, so it's all right. This guy just has, he has a pretty nice top speed, but he doesn't have enough acceleration to actually like get anywhere. Oh, man, barely got that one off. That was a little bit tricky because I saw the guy open and it was almost too late. As I've said before, our offensive line is just horrid. And our passing accuracy is also pretty bad. Normally I wouldn't have chosen that guy, but as you saw, I had absolutely no time. So okay, we'll try it again. Oh, barely got it off. Oh, and this is not far enough, man. Oh, man. Oh, no. Not the screen. No! I remember this last time we played this team, Winnipeg, they did the same thing. Anyway, it's all good. There you have it. So there is, believe it or not, there is actually a method to my madness on these channels. I do have a plan, somewhat. It's not just sort of like think up something and sort of slap it out there. I'll have more football card videos too in the future. The people who actually watched that video, I think in general have liked it. It hasn't done quite as well though as some of the baseball card videos have. But I suspect that the reason why is because the algorithm doesn't quite know what to do with it yet. I'm guessing that that's kind of what's happening. What I've noticed on other channels is that if I make a whole bunch of videos around the same topic and, you know, make them increasingly better as time goes on, that's where the views really start coming. So we'll see if we can get a couple more views. It was another awful pass. A better pass would have given him room to run a little bit more, but it's all right. I don't even know who I'm throwing it to. I'm just trying not to get sacked. I haven't looked really close, but I suspect that if you look here at the Bombers, yeah, man, that was bad. I suspect that you'll notice that they have a couple of guys on the defensive line that are just blowing through us every single time. Oh my gosh. I think it's the first time I've seen that, what's it called, that clip. So you see something new every day. Yeah, it was for one of the earlier Tecmo Super Bowl videos I did where I did that. I started looking at a bunch of plays and I realized that there are certain guys on certain teams that have this ability to make incredible things happen. you know, on defense. They'll like, you know, go through anybody or whatever. You notice a little bit when you play too, you'll notice that like there's a certain player that always seems to get through if you play against a certain team. Whereas with our team on defense, there is no player that seems to do well. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Dude, why do we even have a guy there? We might as well just like not play defense at all, right? If that's gonna happen, we might as well just, you know, let them do whatever they want to do. I mean, I think we've reached the point with this team where like anything would be better than this defense. What I would like to do, you can't do it, you can't change your defenders, but what I would like to do is I'd like to put our wide receivers out there to play a defensive end so that they can at least have a chance of getting at those 50-50 balls. Of course, that didn't help us with that interception we just threw, but anyway. So it is, and you know, the thing is, the truth is that this wouldn't be the same project if I were actually winning, right? We want to continue to have sort of some struggles and losing and all that stuff. That's what gives it its character. Look at that, and he was wide open, and then these guys come from out of nowhere to try to take it away from him. Alright, this is a little bit more like it. Now let's see if... Oh, why am I calling it a running play? This is a really bad idea of running out of time. Hey, you see that guy come from the backfield from like out of nowhere? I need to learn how to actually look at the clock. We should have kicked a field goal, huh? We really should have kicked a field goal. Oh man, alright. So we're outgaining them. We have more first downs, right? That's the positive thing that we have. Now we get to our favorite part of the game. If you compare this with the halftime show in the Tecmo basketball game on even... Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. Even like the Super Nintendo version of Tecmo basketball, I mean, it doesn't even compare. Tecmo Super Bowl is just so much better. There's other games like the cheerleaders don't even look like humans, you know, it's really, really bad. Look, I went the right way, still doesn't help. I had two guys flatten me. Oh yeah, one of those games. But like I said, you know, if we suddenly started winning with this team, it just wouldn't be the same. Losing is good for you, right? It's always good to suffer a little bit in life. And it's not just losing, it's losing in spectacular fashion. Get up. All right. I think I may have waited too long. Well, if this game gets me too far down, I'll just go play some normal Tecmo Super Bowl and play with San Francisco. Then you can do everything well. I remember doing that when I was a kid, right? You play a game because you always want to win any game that you play, and so play with the 49ers and you can pass through everybody, you can always rush, you know. And then if you do the lurch trick on defense, you know, the other team has negative yardage because they can't gain any yards at all, and, you know, all that good stuff. Yeah, I was gonna say, we had one defender covering two men down there on that bottom side. Man, I tell you, their linebackers are so fast. That's the reason why, by the way, why, yeah, we're gonna do this. That's the reason why I keep getting rushed. This might not be good. Barely. It's the reason why I have like no time to pass. It's because they've got these linebackers who are rushing like super fast, and we just can't block them. We can't stop them. Not that I would say that there are balance issues or anything like that with this, you know. I'm just saying that if it were a little bit less realistic, it might be a little bit more fun. I think they are going to run here. No. And so we blitz, we call the right play, and what happens? We give up a 20-yard gain because we don't have the backfield. I love that desperation jump by our defender, right? Like as if he's actually going to like intercept the pass this time. All right, well, we got out of it. All complaining aside, we got out of it. We're gonna get the ball back. We're gonna continue sort of chewing away at this lead, crawling away at it a little bit at a time, so we'll be all right. Nice. Yeah, that's right. You get an extra like 15 yards. I wish that we would see punt returners do that in real life. If they could just like start throwing tackles off left and right, that'd be cool. There was a guy wide open. I didn't see him. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna take what the defense gives us. And thank you again to whoever it was that was telling me that you got to make sure you go out of bounds with the quarterback. I mean, it's not like these quarterbacks on this team, you know, are pretty prone to fumbling the ball, but everybody on this team's prone to fumbling the ball. It's not like the quarterbacks are any worse than anybody else. Yeah, that time it worked. Good. Man, he had 5 guys like just come like totally crashing down on his head there. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Dude, catch the freaking ball. This does not have me pleased. I should have run. We're gaining tons and tons of yards, right? I mean, it looks great on paper. So I think that the only way that, yeah, you know what, yeah, let's do this. I think that the only way here you can deal with that incredible guy on Winnipeg's defense is to, you know, have your quarterback sort of scramble and, you know, try to run past him when he gets position on you like that. Other than that, I don't see any way that we can stop him. But the problem is that if you're, so the thing that's hard about this is that if you're looking downfield trying to figure out who's open and trying to cycle between receivers. Oh, I wish that this was that defender that was injured. Okay, whatever. Goodbye, Peyton Logan. Not that we would do that deliberately. Yeah, the problem is that, you know, because you got this guy bearing down on you, you're trying to like cycle through potential receivers or figure out who to throw it to, but you have no time at all. That's the thing that I think might be a little bit difficult to see if you're watching. You know, it's not really as simple as it might look. There we go. I thought they were going to pass. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, we did it. That's what we like to see. All right, so we can come back a little bit here. I don't know if we can get 15 points here in the next 5 minutes, but I think that we can get something. We have to score 3 times. And my guy had the wrong color pants on there for a second. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was talking about. You got, and look at that. As soon as he gets open, since nobody's blocking, he's got, you know, the entire backfield going after him at the same time. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was a bad idea. It's crazy. They could like rush 2 and it wouldn't matter, right? They have guys who are always going to break through. Okay, we'll give it to you. Yeah, I'm taking a little bit too long here, I think, to make decisions in order to help us come back. Alright, we got a touchdown, though. So this is going to be another close one. So what do you think? You do the onside kick, or do we kick deep? I think, actually, we might want to try to kick deep. Because the worry I have about the onside kick is that they recover it and then they just sort of waltz into the end zone. I think if we kick deep, we do have a chance of actually getting this ball back. Plus, their return man is not their normal returner. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And see, they're going to try to pass right away. Tell you, if we can get like an interception here or there, maybe we can get something to happen. I'm going to take a gamble here. And yeah, they did try to pass. That's the actual lurch, right? That's what you're not supposed to do. But I will argue that given what this entire save has been like, I do have the right to, from time to time, do something really, really cheap. To like recover from the fact that we don't have like a defense. Oh, whatever am I going to do? Who will I throw it to? Oh yeah, I'll throw it to this guy who's absolutely wide open. I wonder if they were looking run. Maybe that's the reason why he was so far open. Don't miss this. Second one that we've missed today. And this time we have to do this. All right. Of course they're gonna run. Of course they're gonna run. I'm looking past. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's hammer them home. Hey, nice. Fasten your seatbelts. We got a chance. This is gonna be a touchback. I don't think there's enough time left. About 29 seconds. Oh man, we're gonna run out of time. Oh no. Alright, this is for all the marbles. I can't believe I'm throwing a short pass in this situation. That's it, that's the ball game. Wow, we had over 500 yards total offense. They only had just barely over 200. We had 17 first downs and we still lost by 2. Wow, so there you go. We end up losing this game by 2 points, and our winless season continues. We keep getting close, though, and I thought we played pretty well. And I mean, the real problem that we had is that it was too much for us to ask there at the end of the game. If we had maybe like a minute more time or something, we could have made it happen. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you're having a great day. Hope it's not as cold for you as it is for us here, and I'll talk with you again tomorrow. Bye.